Okay, so let's start Module 16. It's about solving linear equation and inequality and one variables. Okay, so this is our objectives for today. Okay, so let's start with property of equality. Okay. So what are the properties of equality? Actually, we have discussed this before. So babalikan lang natin because this is very may idea na kayo dito. So, i-ano na lang natin. Para rin siyang property ng operation sa addition, sa multiplication. So, ang equality, meron din siyang property. So, we have many property. 5 properties. So, reflexive, symmetric, transitive, addition, and multiplication. So, let's start with the first one. Yung say reflexive, okay, reflection. Yung tatandaan nyo dun. So, parang tumingin ka sa salamin. When you look at the mirror, syempre, ang nakakita mo ay yung sarili mo. Pag iba nakita mo, tumakbo ka na. So, ang tatandaan nyo lang sa reflexive property is, for every real number A, that is also equal to A. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Any number is equal to itself. So, if we have 5, that is equal to 5. If you have B, that is equal to B. If you also have 13 times 5, that is also equal to 13 times 5. So, yun lang yung reflexive property. Next, symmetric. Okay, ang symmetric naman, ito naman yung tinatawag na interchange. Okay, or they can be interchangeable if they are within the equal sign. Kasi nga, pag sinabi mong equal, syempre, ano yan, di ba? Parehas. So, therefore, for all real numbers, yung nasa kanan at nasa kaliwa, pwede mo silang pagpalitin but still they are equal. For example, we have 2 plus 4 equals 6. Pwede natin siyang isulat as 6 plus 4 6 plus 4. 6 is equal to 2 plus 4. So, may nagpalit lang natin. Yung 6, yung 2 plus 4, nandito siya sa right. On this side, nandito na siya sa left. Si 6 na yung nilagay natin sa right. So, we can interchange nasa equation tayo. We can interchange the left and the right members. Okay? So, ito. 7 times 2 equals 14. Pwede siyang maging 14 equals 7 times 2. So, that is what you call symmetric. Okay? Next, transitive. Ano naman yung transitive property? Okay, and listen very carefully kasi baka malito kayo. It involves 3 real numbers. Okay, sabi for all real numbers A, B, and C. So, tatlo. Let's have an example so that you can understand. For example, I have 9 plus 3 is equal to 12 and 12 is equal to 6 plus 6. Ano yun? Bakit ang daming numbers na involved? So, isa-isahin natin. In this case, etong first given natin, siya si A. Yung second given natin, siya si B. And the third given natin ay si C. Okay, ano daw ibig sabihin nun? Kung si A daw ay equal kay B at si B naman ay equal kay C, gets nyo yun? Therefore, pwede natin makonclude na si A ay equal din kay C. Okay, because they are all equal. So, tatlo yung binigay dito, no? So, tatlong situation. Kung si A ay equal kay B at si B ay equal sa C, syempre pwede natin masabi na si A ay equal kay C. Okay, kasi nga equal sila parehas kay B. That's transitive property. So, ito, ang A natin si 5 times 4. Ang B natin si 20. Equal daw sila. Now, si B ay 20, equal siya kay C. So, therefore, we can assume that si A at si C ay equal. Equal na ba? Yes, this is 20 and this is also 20. So, they are equal to. So, that is transitive property. Next, meron din tayong tinatawag na addition property sa equality. So, ano naman ibig sabihin nito? Since we are talking about equation, so isipin nyo na lang, we are dealing with balance. Okay? Balancing beam. Pag balancing beam, dapat ang kailangan natin gawin dito is to make that balancing weighing or the weighing scale balance. Ang tinutukoy ko dito is yung balancing beam na parang yung may dalawa, yung mayroong sa kanan, may sa kaliwa, yung sa justice, yun. Yun sa ng justice. So, pag ganun, what I want you to remember is to make that balance. Or sabihin natin yung seesaw. Yan. So, hindi yun magiging balance pag hindi parehas yung weight ng dalawang nakasakay. Tama? So, sa equation, dahil equal yan, kailangan mabalanse natin siya lagi. Dapat kung ano yung nasa kanan, ganun din yung nasa kaliwa. Kung ano yung weight nung nasa kanan, ganun din yung nasa kaliwa. So, kung 10 yung nasa kanan, 10 din dapat yung nasa kaliwa. Okay? So, sana nagigets nyo. Now, ang sabi dito, let A, B, and C be real numbers. If A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Adding the same quantity to both sides of an equation results to equal quantity. So, for example, I have 11 minus 5 equals to 6. So, as you can see here, to make this balance, pag nagdagdag ka daw dito sa kaliwa, ayan, nagdagdag siya ng 5, kailangan gawin mo rin yun sa kanan. Okay? That's the addition property. Because you need to make your equation balance. Hindi pa pwede na magdadagdag ka dito at pagdating dito, hindi ka magdadagdag. Hindi na yung magiging equals. Kasi nga, ano ba to? We need to maintain the balance of the weighing scale. Hindi pa pwede mag-iba yung weight nila. Dapat laging parehas. So, addition property states that kung ano yung dinagdag or binawas mo dito, ganun din dapat yung gagawin mo dito sa kabilang side. So, in this case, nagdagdag ng 5 sa left side. What we did on the right side, we also add 5 to make it balance because there is an equal sign between these two expressions. So, therefore, what did we do? We add 5 on both sides of the equation. So, when we add 5 on both sides of the equation, see what happened on this? Oh, ito na naman. Additive inverse yan whenever you're adding the same number but with different sign. Ano nangyayari? Nagiging 0 siya. Kasi nga, additive inverse na to. So, let's see if they are still balanced, ha? So, this is 11, and this is 11. So, see? Balance pa rin sila. Kanina dito, 11 minus 5 is 6. That is also equal to 6. Now, nung nagdagdag tayo ng pangatong number, what we did is we add both sides, that is called APE, or addition property of equality, we still maintain the balance of the equation. Okay? So, adding the same quantity to both sides of the equation results to equal quantities. Next, ito, actually, para itong subtraction property, okay? Pero under din siya sa addition property. Ganun din siya. Okay? Adding or subtracting or adding a, ano ba ito? Negative sign. Okay? Ito. Adding a negative number. So, yung unang equation natin, 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. This is 12, this is 12. So, balance. Now, nag-add daw ng negative number doon. Parehas. Kung negative 8 yung nilagay mo dito, kailangan ganun din yung gagawin mo sa kabila kasi you need to keep it balanced. Dapat equal. Now, let's see kung equal pa rin sila, ha. Now, ano mangyayari dito kay positive 8 saka kay negative 8? Magiging 0 na yan. So, tatandaan na, whenever you have two numbers that have the same sign, different sign, same number with different sign, automatic that will be 0 because they are additive inverse. So, what is left here is 4. Let's see, this should be 4. 12 minus 8, is it 4? Yes. So, we just still maintain the equation balance. So, that's called APE or addition property of equality. Now, meron din tayong tinatawag na multiplication property of equality. Same concept lang sila, but what is in here is multiplication. Kung ano minultiply mo sa kabilang side, dapat gawin mo rin sa kabilang side. Yun lang yung lagi kasi nga equation tayo, equal. So, what is our aim is to have an equal expression. So, if I have 3 times 10 here is equal to 30. If I multiply 5, this is an equal equation. So, this is 30, this is 30. Now, if I multiply 5 here, of course, I need to do it also on the other side. Kasi nga, kailangan kong maging equal yung equation. Kailangan make it balance. So, if you're gonna multiply this is 30 times 5. That's 150. 150. This is also 150. So, they are still balanced. So, multiplying both sides of an equation of the same quantity results to equal quantities. So, that's called multiplication property of equality or MPE for short. Now, sa division, parang under din siya dito. Pero there are some cases in the book na tinatawag na siyang division property of equality. Okay, so, meron din dito, pag kunyari, nag-divide ka sa kabila, mag-divide ka rin sa kabila. Itong division, multiplication pa rin yung given na. Ayan, pag nag-times ka sa kanan ng 6, mag-times ka rin sa kabila ng 6 so that you will be able to make your equation balance. That is called MPE. Now, let's go to equation. So, as I told you before, we know that equation has two expressions that are equal. Okay? So, we can say that the equation is linear if the highest exponent of the variable is 1. So, start tayo kay linear equation. Ano nga ba yun? A linear equation in one variable tayo is an equation that can be written in the form ax plus b equals 0. Ano po yung ibig sabihin yan, ma'am? Where a and b are real numbers, both are not equal to 0, and x is the variable, and it has only one solution. Okay, so ibig sabihin ng linear equation, dito na tayo papasok sa pagsosolve, no? Ang linear equation, kaya nga sabi linear line, okay, sa grade 8 nyo, makikita nyo yung graph ng linear equation is aligned. Pero dito kasi, dahil we're dealing with one variable, so ang graph natin dito is a dot lang kasi ang solution niya ay isa lang. Okay? So, let's see. Ayan, banda tayo. Paano ba tayo magsosolve ng isang linear equation? Okay, so let's have an example of linear equation. So, pag sinabi mo linear equation, ayan, this is a linear equation. Okay? So, in the form of ax plus b equals 0. Pero ito naman ay, this can be any constant number. Now, the variable is only 1 and the exponent is also 1. That is a linear equation. Okay, how about this one? Is this a linear equation? Yes, this is still a linear equation. Eh, ma'am, dalawa na yung variable niyan eh. You can combine this one. This is not multiplication. You can subtract this one. Basta 1 lang yung exponent ng variable, this is still a linear equation. This one, is this a linear equation? Yes, it is still a linear equation. So, the variable is just 1, that is only x. And the exponent is 1. Okay? Now, paano ba malalaman kung linear equation? Pag 2 na exponent, automatic hindi na siya linear. Kasi pag sinabi mong linear, dapat ang highest degree niya ay 1. So, hindi siya pwede magkaroon ng exponent na higher than 1, yung mga variables niya. Okay? Now, how are we going to identify natin, linear or not? O, ayan, kasi sabi ko lang, this is not a linear because the degree is greater than 1. Automatic, tanggal siya. This is also not a linear equation. Bakit? Kitang-kita naman, oh. Pag equation, ang symbol niya ay equals lang. So, this is an inequality. Now, let's try to solve an equation using more than one properties of equality. So, this is a step. I'm not going to read this, but we're going to proceed with the example. Solving linear equation in one variable. Let's have the first example. X plus 3 is equal to 4. So, how are we going to solve this? Using the properties that we have learned a while ago. So, by just looking at the equation, so, as you can see, may x, dinagdagan ng 3, and it should be equals to 12. Ang aim natin sa equation ay to make it balance. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nasa kanan, yun din yung nasa kaliwa. But since we have the variable here, so, we need to think, what should be the value of this variable so that it should be equal to 12? Siyempre, by just thinking about it, alam natin kung ano. Ano nga ba yung itatagdag sa 3 para maging 12? So, it should be what? It should be 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. So, 9 should be added to 3 so that your equal is 12. But, I want you to learn how to do it in a right way. So, ganito siya. Pag nagsosolve tayo ng linear equation, ang aim natin dyan ay yung isang side dapat variable na lang kasi nga si x yung hinahanap natin dito. Okay, may value na siya dito. Hahanapin na natin yung value niya. Now, sino bang kasama niya dito sa right side? Diba si positive 3? Ano ba ang pwede nating idagdag or ibawas dyan para mawala yung positive 3 na yan? So, dito na natin gagamitin yung unang property which is the APE. Okay? Why did we add negative 3 on both sides? Kasi nga, kailangan natin ma-eliminate yung kasama ni positive ni x dito kasi hinahanap natin yung value niya so dapat siya na lang yung nasa kabilang side. So, para matanggal natin tong positive 3 na kasama niya, we need to add negative 3. Bakit ba kailangan mag-add ng negative 3? Kasi nga, di ba katulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, when you are adding opposite sides, you're gonna have 0. So, automatic matatanggal natin siya. Okay? So, this one, remember, if you add on the other side, you should also add on the other side. If you subtract on the other side, you should also subtract on the other side. So, we're gonna add negative 3 on both sides. So, automatic, this will become 0. Okay? So, huwag niyo kakalimutan yung goal natin na kailangan ma-isolate natin siya on one side of the equation. So, this will become 0. Cancelled na siya. So, nagtagumpay tayo. Si x na lang yung natira. And then, 12 minus 3, that is 9. So, therefore, ang solution natin dito ay 9. Okay? Ito kasi madali lang to kaya kahit makikita na natin agad. But this is the right way on how to do it in a linear equation. Okay? So, let's try to check. How are we going to check that? Substitute mo yun. Okay? So, substitute mo siya sa equation ng x daw ay 9. So, this is 9 plus 3. Siyempre, kanina sinabi ko naman 12. Mababa lang kasi siya. So, I hope you get it. Okay? Now, magja-jump ako sa inequalities. Then later on, I'll be defining what is inequalities. I'll be jumping to inequality. Ayan. Ma'am, bakit kailangan mag-jump? Gusto ko lang makita yung makita nyo yung difference. Almost the same yung kanyang way of solving. But it so happened, when you say linear inequality, hindi na tayo gagamit ng equal sign. Ano na yung ginagamit natin? Siyempre, yung mga linear inequality symbols. Okay, let's have the number 1. Parehas sila. Parehas na parehas, except for the symbol here that I use. Hindi na equal sign. This is already greater than, which is one of the inequality symbols. So, x plus 3 is greater than 12. Kanina, yung solution natin sa equation ay isa lang. Now, tingnan natin kung isa lang ba ang magiging solution dito. Okay? So, ganun din yung process. Kailangan matanggal natin kung sino yung katabi ni x dito kasi kailangan natin siyang ma-isolate. Now, sa equation, may APE. Sa inequality, meron din. API naman ang tawag doon. So, kailangan ulit natin mag-subtract ng negative 3 on both sides. Kung anong ginawa sa kabila, ganun din gagawin sa kabila. Para ma-eliminate natin to because this will become 0. Okay? So, si x na lang natira dito. Greater than 12 minus 3 is x is greater than 9. Okay. Pag binabasa natin to, x is greater than 9, syempre, alam natin na ang value ng x ay yung mga number na mas mataas kay 9. Syempre, hindi lang naman isa yun. Hindi lang 10, hindi lang 11. So, it's 10, 11, 12, and so on. It's infinite. The solutions are infinite. Those number who are all greater than 9. So, yun yung difference nila. Pag equation, isa lang yung solution. Pero, pag inequality, excuse me, marami siyang solution. So, kuha lang tayo ng isang number. Ano ba yung isang number na mas mataas kay 9? I mean, just get one among all those numbers greater than 9. So, let's try to choose 10. Pag sinubstitute mo siya, this will become 10 plus 3, and that is 13. Is it 13 greater than 12? Yes. So, that is the... So, ganun lang siya. Ma'am, pwede ba 11? Yes, ilagay mo 11. O, 11. Pero yung 9, pwede kaya? No. 9 is not the solution. Why? Kasi, sabi, ang solution lang ay x ay mas mataas kay 9. So, kung 9 yung ilalagay mo dyan, 9 plus 3, 12, hindi na yun. False na yun. Kasi 9 is not greater than 12. I mean, 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 is not greater than 12. Equal na yun. So, that's false. So, ang kailangan lang nating solution sa dito ay 10 pataas. Okay? I hope you understand. Let's have another example. Sa equation, ito. Let's try to solve this one. Ayan. X minus 8 equals 17. Ang goal natin ay ma-isolate yung variable sa kabilang side nang mag-isa lang siya. So, in this case, negative 8 yung kasama niya. Para mawala to, kailangan natin maging zero pair to. So, automatic yung additive nito ang i-add natin. Additive inverse niya, yung opposite niya, negative 8, positive 8. So, positive 8 yung i-add natin both side. Kasi, kailangan natin maging balance sa equation. So, positive 8, positive 8. So, this will become already 0. Ang tawag dun ay APE ha. Adding positive 8 on both side. Addition, property of equality. So, this will become 0. So, x na lang natira dito. So, just add 17 plus 8 and that is equal to 25. So, therefore, the value of x here is 25. This is our solution to this equation. Let's try to check. Substitute lang natin yung x kay 25. So, this will be 25 minus 8. Okay, 17 nga ba ang 25 minus 8? Yes, it is 17. So, therefore, our answer is correct. Eh, ma'am, paano, for example, yung nakuha naming x dito ay pag-substitute namin ay hindi naging equal equation, automatic mali yun. Check your solution. Okay? Jump ulit tayo dun sa inequality. Pangalawang example. Same ulit sila. Same problem. Yan. X minus 8. This time, pinalitan yung equal sign ng inequality symbol. Less than naman ngayon. Okay? So, same process. Eliminate. Isolate the variable on the other side. Okay? So, x minus 8 is less than 17. Negative 8 siya para mawala siya sa tabi ni x. Positive 8. Okay? Then, eliminate natin. This will become 0 ha. Baka hindi na naman alam. Baka nagiging 0 to. Basta nagko-combine ka ng parehas na number na may opposite sign, automatic nagiging 0 sila. API, addition, property of inequality. So, si x na lang natira, less than 17 plus 8. That is equal to, equal to 25. Now, x are less than 25. O, ano namang ibig sabihin nun? Hindi sa 25 ang solution dito ha, but ang solution natin dito ay yung mga mas mababa kasi x are less than or is less than 25. So, ano ba yung mga numbers na mas mababa kay 25? Start with 24, 23, 22, 21, and so on up to negative numbers. Infinite. Ang dami niyang solution. Let's try to check one. Kuha tayo ng isa. Siyempre, 24 na yung kunin natin kasi siya yung pinakaunang mas mababa sa 25. Substitute mo lang siya dito. So, that will become 24 minus 8 is less than 17. What is 24 minus 8? That is equal to 16. Ang tanong, si 16 ba ay less than kay 17? Yes. So, therefore, that is 2. Okay? So, dapat sa inequality, pag nag-check ka, nasa-satisfy mo yung inequality symbol. Hindi pwede na pag once na nag-check ka dito, kumuha ka ng solution dito, tapos hindi naman na-satisfy yung inequality symbol, mali yun. So, check your solution. Baka may mali ka na steps na nagawa. Okay? Let's have the next one. Punta tayo kay number 3 example. Dito naman tayo kay yan. Okay. This time, we have x minus 5 is equal to negative 11. Ganun ulit. Ano yung katabi ni x? Negative 5. Kailangan natin siyang mawala dyan sa tabi niya. Si x lang dapat. Iniwan ka. Iwanan din natin siyang mag-isa dyan. So, opposite. Naging opposite nito. Kung negative 5 to, ang idadagdag mo dyan ay positive 5. Kung positive 5 to, ang idadagdag mo negative 5. Because what we need to do is to have a opposite pair. Okay? So, we have x minus 5. So, add both sides. Positive 5. Dagdag ka dito. Magdagdag ka rin dito. So, this will become 0. So, si x na lang yung natira. Kailangan natin makuha ulit yung value niya. Perform natin yung nandito. So, that will become negative 6. So, ang solution natin dito ay negative 6. Now, let's try to check. Para sa mga hindi pa marunong mag-subtraction dyan. Yan ang mahirap pag nag-check mamaya. Ay, bakit ganun? Mali. Hindi, baka mamaya mali kasi yung pag-subtract mo. So, if you have negative 6, replace mo to. Minus 5, bakit naging negative 11? Kasi nga, this is already same sign. So, kung ipa-follow mo yung KCC, this will become negative 6 plus negative 5. So, that's still negative 11. Pero as I told you, if you can see this one, the subtraction sign can be already considered as the sign of this number. So, we have negative 6, negative 5. So, you just put them together and copy the sign and it's negative 11. And we satisfy the equation. That is correct. Okay? Mamaya na ako pupunta kay inequality, Punta muna tayo kay, ayan. Pinakita yung KCC. Punta muna tayo sa next example. Just wait. Okay, for example, this one. X plus 12 is equal to negative 3. Okay, ganun ulit. Positive 12 siya. So, magiging negative 12 ang i-add natin on both sides so that this will become 0. So, x na lang natira. And this is the same sign. So, same sign, add, keep the sign, negative 15. So, that's the solution here. Let's try to check. So, that will become negative 15 plus 12, and that is negative 3. Okay? Have this one. Okay, negative 5 plus y is equals negative 2. Okay. Ma'am, ano nangyari? Ba't nandito na si y? Okay. Pwede yan. Pwede yan. As long as 1 yung niya, linear pa rin yan. Now, negative 5 yung kailangan nating ma-eliminate dito. I mean, yeah, negative 5. So, anong kailangan natin i-add para matanggal siya? Siyempre, opposite niya. Negative 5 to, positive 5 yung idadagdag natin. Ganun pa rin. Positive 5, positive 5. So, makakancel pa rin itong dalawa. So, si y na lang natira. Negative 2 plus 5. So, that is positive 3. Different sign. Subtract. Copy the sign of the number with a greater absolute value. Check natin. So, palitan lang natin yung variable ng 3. Negative 5 plus 3. That is negative 2. Different sign. Subtract. Follow the sign of the larger number. So, we still keep the equation balance. So, yun lang yung tatandaan nyo. Okay? Ganun din to. Parehas lang yan. So, sana naman nakakasunod na tayo, no? Ayan. Basta tatandaan nyo lang, katulad nito, nasa kabilang side na. So, ibig sabihin kung nasa kabilang side na si variable, kung sino yung kasama niya, yun yung tatanggalin natin. Okay? Pinalitan lang si variable. Naging y kanina, ngayon z. Since nandito na siya, ayan, siya lang yung tatanggalin natin, hindi si negative 7. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman to yung may variable. So, ang kailangan na natin, ma-isolate yung variable, it's either sa left or sa right, kung nasaan siya. Kasi, di ba, meron tayo tinatawag na symmetric property. Kahit nasa kanan or nasa kaliwa, pag pinagpalit mo, equal pa rin siya. So, ito yung kasama ni variable, negative 2. So, para mawala to, mag-add tayo ng positive 2. Dahil magiging 0 yon. Kung nag-add ka ng positive 2 dito, mag-add ka rin dito. Kaya, ang z natin ay negative 5. Ewan, bakit ganito na siya sinulat? O, ayan. Ang tawag dyan ay symmetric property. Usually kasi, ang orientation natin lagi, dapat ang variable ay nasa right side at ang constant ay nasa left side. So, we can do this one. Pwede natin siyang pagpalitin because we have symmetric property. Okay, so, pero sa checking, dito ka pa rin mag-stick sa given na equation. So, negative 7, si variable, pinalitan mo ng negative 5 plus negative 2. Bakit naging negative 7? Same sign, add and keep the sign. So, they are still equal. Okay? Next! Ito naman. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang difference niya dun sa una nating example ay puro isang variable lang, walang kasama. Pero dito, may kasama na siya. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng dalawang property na ginagamit. So, punta muna tayo sa unang step. Kailangan natin ma-isolate si variable. So, ang unang-una nyo titignan, sino ba yung kasama ni variable? Merong 3, merong negative 16. So, eto muna tanggalin natin. Negative 16, kailangan natin siyang matanggal. So, mag-add tayo both side ng plus 16. That is APE. Okay. So, isolve natin to. Tanggal na to. So, 3x na lang natira. Then, dito naman, pag sinolve natin to, we have 33. But, the question is, mag-isa na ba si x? Hindi pa. So, tandaan, ang aim natin dito ay maging solo siya. Maging mag-isa siya sa kabila. Mag-isa siya. Okay? May kasama pa siyang 3. Ano yung gagawin natin dito? So, dito papasok yung property na DPE or pwede ring MPE. Ayan. DPE slash MPE. Pareha sila ng concept. Division property of equality or multiplication property of equality. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Kailangan natin matanggal itong 3 sa tabi ni x para maging solo siya. At the only way to do that is to divide this by 3. Bakit po ma'am? Bakit kailangan natin i-divide? Kung ano yung kasama niya, yun yung ipapang-divide mo. Bakit? Kasi magiging 1 yun. Ibig sabihin, pag naging 1 na yun, si x na yung natira. Hindi na natin kasi nilalagay yung, yung 1, diba? Invisible na siya. So, for example, 5x to, ang i-divide mo dito ay 5. Kung 10x to, 10. Since 3x siya, kailangan natin siya i-divide by 3 para maging 1 na siya. Si x na lang natira. Okay? Now, equation tayo. So, what we need to do is to make it balance. Anong ginawa sa kanan, ganun din ang gagawin sa kaliwa. Okay? So, divide ba rin ito sa 3? Okay? So, pag dinivide mo siya sa 3, we have cancelled na to, magiging x na lang siya, and this is 33 divided by 3, that is 11. So, therefore, ang solution natin dito ay 11. I-check natin kung tama. Using the equation, so 3x minus 16 equals 17. Pag magkatabi, multiplication yan. So, pag nag-substitute ka dito, huwag kalimutan yung parentheses. So, magiging 3 times 11 minus 16 equals 17. So, ito muna unahin natin, multiplication muna. So, that is 33 minus 16 equals 17. 33 minus 16, that is 17. So, our answer is correct. Our solution is correct. Okay? Punta tayo kay inequality. Same sample. So, inequality is a mathematical sentence in which the two mathematical expressions are unequal. The inequality is linear if the highest exponent of the variable is 1. So, ang difference lang naman nila, ang equation ay ang equation ay mathematical sentence na may dalawang expression na equal, while ang inequality naman ay may dalawang expression na unequal. Okay? This one. Okay, tingnan natin Parehas na given, pero papalitan ko lang si equal sign ng inequality symbol, less than. 3x minus 16 is less than 17. Same procedure, okay? Ang una natin gagawin, tanggalin kung ano yung kasama ni x dito sa side na to. So, hindi kasi pwedeng pagsabayin. So, one at a time. Ito muna. Minus 16, para matanggal, we need to add both side plus 16. Kasi ang aim natin ay maging 0 to. So, automatic ang tawag doon ay API. So, ang natira na lang ay si 3x is less than 17 plus 16, and so that is less than 33. Now, katulad ng ginawa ko, kung sa equation may DPE, dito naman may DPI, division property of inequality. So, ang aim natin, ulitin ko pag may katabi pa si x, hindi pa yan final answer. Kailangan mag-isa na lang siya. Kailangan maramdaman niya paano maging mag-isa. Okay? So, divide both side by 3, para ma-divide natin to. So, this will become 1, cancel na to. X na lang natira. So, then, 33 divided 3 is 11. So, therefore, this is now our solution. Anong basa dito? Hindi 11 ang sagot sa solution, ha? Basahin natin kasi inequality tayo, hindi tayo equation. X is less than 11. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang solution dito ay yung mga number na mas mababa sa 11. Ano-ano ba yun? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and so on up to negative numbers. So, kuha tayo ng isa doon para sa checking. Kunin na natin yung unang bababa, which is 10. So, ito pa rin yung gagamitin natin. 3x minus 16 is less than 17. Substitute natin yung x at 10. Magkatabi, times yan. Huwag kalimutan yung parenthesis. So, that will become 3 times 10 minus 16 is less than 17. So, that will become 16 is 14 and that is less than 17. So, that is true. Okay? Also, to get good at math, you need to do more than just watch videos now. You need to practice because practice will make you better.